Class 11 is going to focus on keyed sidechain compression techniques or dynamics processing techniques. There are many, many ways that you can use keyed compression to control, or keyed dynamics to control the characteristics of things. And usually these are interrelated. Sometimes it's something as simple as creating a sidechain of a particular instrument that has a problem area. You cut out everything except for that problem area. You feed that into the sidechain of a limiter, and then you use that as the trigger point to help limit those particular types of problems. So you could do that similar type of technique for de-essers and that type of thing. But also there are many types of things like compressing reverbs, having room mics triggered by kicks and snares, having bass compression keyed by a kick drum, having different instruments keyed by other instruments. So there's loads of ways that you can get really, really creative with new sounds, creating dynamic pumping and breathing, ducking effects, all kinds of things like that. So there's loads of things and ideas in here for ducking delays and ducking reverbs for particular types of instruments, where you can basically get something to have this effect where it sounds maybe really dry when it's performing and then saturates in reverb as soon as it lets go. And you can create some really, really, really cool kind of front-back techniques working with ducking, which is basically a form of compression, just simple, gain reduction. Duckers are most commonly used in broadcast, like for, football games and baseball games. So when the announcer talks, the crowd mics are lowered so that you can hear what the announcer is saying, on the radio or whatever, talking about the game. And then as soon as they stop talking, the crowd noise rises back up, so you feel the excitement of being at the park, during a big moment, that type of thing. But they're also very valuable and powerful when used in music. And also want to get into a little bit of EDM type of stuff here, or a fair amount of it. I'm going to have a good portion of that. That's more going to be the keyed instrument dynamics. So we're going to be working how you can get the different instruments to be pushing and pulling each other in the context of a full mix to kind of get some other forms of dynamic movement. We'll also maybe take a look at some dynamically triggered filtering effects and things like that, because this is that gets a little bit more into dynamic EQ, and that is another form of dynamics processing, and there may be a class 13 just on that. Who knows? But at this point, you will kind of take and feel that out as it kind of comes along. This is the basic preview, but a lot of really, really cool ways of controlling signals with keyed sidechain compression. So that's going to be a good solid couple hours of that. So there'll be plenty of valuable information there. So let's move on to the final class preview.